Now, moving on to Kamala Harris, who many are saying will be the Democratic nominee, it's fascinating to see how the lefty media has ditched old Joe, jumping headfirst onto the Kamala train.
I'm jumping out of my seat over here watching this. I think people have been thirsting for this.
And I'll just say this, you know, and I'm with Tim. I'm jumping out of my seat higher than you, my brother. I'm just going to say that.
There was a twinkle in her eye. There was a kick in her step that, you know, when you're vice president, you know, you're not loose. You can't, you know, there's somebody above you. There's somebody, you don't want to overshadow them. And this was quite the coming out. And I got chills when she said, Donald Trump, I know your type. I was blown away. I was like, I kind of fell in love with her. I thought she was smart, engaging. She's funny, feisty, twinkle in your eye, punch you in the gut. I mean, everything you kind of want. I just thought it was a great, great opening act.
She looked completely comfortable tonight with the words she was speaking. They felt organic and genuine.
Are we even living on the same planet? And of course, a switch in the Democratic nomination wouldn't be complete without some blame landing with the Republicans. Apparently, it's a racist to suggest Harris is a DEI hire.
Republicans have gone so far as to call her a DEI hire, which is flat out racist.
This is a pretty unusual allegation, given I thought it was one of the few accepted facts on both sides of the aisle. After all, no one has accused Kamala Harris of being competent. But let's dial up the crazy a bit further. Apparently, mispronouncing her name is a hate crime.
I've heard from inside Republican circles and right-wing media that the hate campaign against Kamala Harris has begun. You'll notice they purposefully pronounce her name wrong. They say Kamala. They do it all the time. It is on purpose. But the talk is to start that hate campaign and get it going and start it churning.
And over recent days and hours, more people are coming out to endorse Kamala Harris. The Clintons, Nancy Pelosi. Then there is Meghan Markle, who reportedly wants to endorse Kamala Harris as well. Meghan is so lacking in self-awareness that she doesn't realise that her endorsement is probably more like a kiss of death. Perhaps just send her some strawberry jam and stay mum. And while the Democrat political establishment is getting used to the idea of presidential nominee Harris, this bloke thinks the presidential nominee should be trans.
I think we need a transgender president. And here's why. There is no greater struggle than being trans. You're constantly hated. You're constantly... people want to unalive you just because of who you are. If we had transgender president, the world would be a much better place. And maybe all our haters might actually leave the United States instead of staying here. We, the people, run this country, not our presidents, not our congressmen, not our Senate. Our Constitution says we, the people. So, maybe, who's with me? We need a transgender president. I'm up for it. Anybody else? Who's going to be a candidate?
Who knew a presidential election, a change of nominee and an attempted assassination could produce so much insane material? Anyway, there you have it.